Thanks for joining me. This is Danny, and welcome back to Real Tech, Season 3, Episode number 5, in which we are going to be building a brand new base. Right there, right behind me. It's going to be a Nordic style base, which should be interesting because I've never done that before. So let's see how this goes. So let's get started. So this is where my living room is going to be. It'll have nice views of the mountains and also views of our little village down here. It's going to be kind of a mix of classic Nordic with a little bit of kind of modern Nordic, especially as it pertains to windows, because I'm going to have like kind of little sunrooms kind of going off to the sides. One of them is going to be overlooking our little village down here, and the other one is going to be looking out at the mountain and the future site of our Nordic colony that I'm planning down in the valley there and possibly running up toward the mountain too. The palette for this base is going to be this stuff, spruce, that stuff, acacia, and also some dark oak, which I don't have any of. However, according to the Nature's Compass, there is a dark oak forest about 350 blocks to the south of here. So we're going to go fly over there to grab a bunch of that. I am also going to need a lot of clay. So I'm going to have to dig for clay because right now I have exactly one clay ball. One clay ball, and I'm probably going to need stacks, many stacks of it. It's going to have kind of an interesting roof with going off in different angles and such. And that's going to be made with terracotta shingles from cork. Let's go find some dark oak before we get started because we're going to need that. There's going to be a lot of dark oak in this build. Fortunately, we can fly there, and that'll be easy, although I should bring my Nature's Compass. It's called a dark forest now, the formerly known as roof forest, and it is 388 blocks, and it looks like it's straight, almost straight south. So let's go. Whee! So glad I got this plane now. It's really hard to see in first person though. There we go, that's better. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so it's slightly this way. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Okay. Cool. Now, landing in a roof forest might prove to be a little difficult, but we do have floaters, so we can land in the lake. Hooray! Right down, up, and then let's swing around. Whoa, whoa, leg! Alright, I'm just gonna clear out a whole area here and get us a bunch of trees and saplings. We're gonna need a lot of dark oak, so I'm gonna make sure that we have enough saplings. Why is that thing still running? Oh, well, I may as well get clay while I'm here too, right? Getting a little sidetracked here, but this is a pretty cool biome. Wetland marsh. I got almost 3 stacks of dark oak, and I got a lot of saplings so we can grow some more. I've got 2 stacks of clay blocks, and then a stack of clay balls. I hope that's going to be enough. Well, that was the easy part. I'm about to do the hard part, and that is the roof, because I have some really strange and interesting plans for the roof. But I thought I would just stop for a second and kind of show you what I've done so far. I have been using the platforms mod. If you've never played with platforms before, basically it allows you to make all these different like kind of structural bits and pieces that you can put together. And what I have is this slope and this railing, and they fit together really nicely. And I'm using dark oak planks and acacia for that, kind of, which is really all I've been using in this build so far. That's about to change. We're about to use some more different types of blocks. This is from Mr. Crayfish Furniture mod, and that is from Quark. Those are posts, and then the rest of the blocks are vanilla. Oh no, here we go. This is Macaw's windows, and you can actually open and close these, and you can actually step through them too when they're open, interestingly. And the floor here, I haven't decided what I'm going to do for the floor yet. I was thinking I was just going to do dark oak, but I might do something a little different for the floor. And my plan is that the floor is going to be a bit sunk in down here, where you're going to have the view of the village. And then of course on this side we'll have the views of the beautiful mountain and the garden and the soon to be, well, maybe not soon, but the someday village or colony that's going to exist down there on the riverside. So the roof is going to be made of terracotta shingles from Quark. This is actually the cyan terracotta shingles. I think it's going to look pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell when I set it down, but I think when it becomes the roof, it's going to look good, and it's going to be bordered with these. However, I'm going to be chiseling and bitting it. So, oh, I think we just turned into winter. No. Okay, we're late fall now. It's going to be chiseled and bitted, and that's why this is going to take so long, because I plan on doing slopes of many different angles going in many different directions. So let's do the first one together, and then we'll go back into our time lapse. And I don't have any scaffolding, and I can't fly, of course. Actually, let's just go in here, because the first one is going to be right there. There, isn't that beautiful? I don't have my chisel. Do I? I have my bit bag. Why do I not have my chisel? Okay, I'm going to go get my chisel. I've got this glass door from Macaw's doors. I might go with a different glass door. I like the idea of having a glass door there. So this is going to be a shallow slope. So you've probably seen me do this before, maybe if you've been watching my videos. Like if I'm doing a regular slope, I'm just going to go 1 over 1 up. But here I want to do like I'm calling it shallow, but that isn't really the right word. But okay. So that means I'm going to go 2 over, up 1, 2 over, up 1, 2 over with the line, the chiseled line. Of course, I did a whole series on chisels and bits, and you can learn all about my techniques there. So then we're going to go to a connected plane, and we're going to get rid of all of that. Now, I have 2 stacks of terracotta altogether. I don't know how much I'm going to need, but it's going to be quite a bit. But okay, so the whole bottom of this, let's just grab one of these, the whole thing. Boom. Okay. And then we've got these chiseled bits here. I'm going to set this to connected plane, and I'm going to say replace. It's on replace. Okay. And then I'm going to right click the bottom, and the bottom of this is going to be that. And then so is the side, but I'm not going to do that yet, because first, I'm going to use that pattern all the way across. So I'm going to grab my positive chisel design. Going to clear it, because whatever it was, I probably don't need that anymore. I don't know why I have a flint and steel in my inventory, but I do. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. And then Alt, we're going to set this to placement. And there we go. So then I'm just going to place these all the way along, and I'll do that in the time lapse. But then I also want to do that. So this whole thing is going to be kind of, I can't get up there from here. So this whole thing is going to be kind of like bordered by that. I think that's going to look pretty good. So it's going to be a shallow slope here. It's going to get steeper going toward the middle. And then we're going to have some little like things coming out here. And then also I want to have, now this is going to be the hard part because I've never tried anything like this before, but I'm going to have like a steep kind of A-frame kind of thing right here between these two posts. And I want it to be really steep, and then it's going to connect to those. And then at the top, we'll have some kind of a decoration or something. Back to the time lapse. Oh my gosh, it's taking such a long time. I don't know why I do this to myself. So every one of these pieces of this part of the roof is like a different pattern. And I grab the one from the front. And then I can go placement, and I can place it there. But then here, I'm going to do a additive so that it adds to the existing thing. And then this one is different because it's in a different part of the block. So I'm going to grab that, and then I'm going to placement, and I'm going to put it here. But we don't want that. So then what I'm doing is I'm taking the shingle bits, and I'm setting those to replace and connected material. And then just right clicking to replace that stuff. And then I can grab a new pattern from that. I generally only use one pattern when I'm doing Oh, I did that wrong. I want to do additive. Okay, and then it decides that it's going to go in that direction. There we go. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see. So that is just a 45 degree. So I'm just going to grab this one. Giving you a little sense of what I'm going through here. So you never know which way it's going to face. Like, it used to be the case that it would face, the facing would be based on the direction that you were facing when you clicked it, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. And then when you rotate it, so I'm shift scrolling right now to rotate. Like, I'm just kind of guessing that 2 clicks would have gotten me to the other side, and then the side is already done. So, oh wow, I'm done. Holy crap. That was, whoa. I've taken a lot of fall damage doing this. See what I mean? Taking a lot of fall damage doing this roof. Okay, so now I'm going to have to fix the inside because we don't want any of that stuff in there. So I'm just going to take the chisel, which is almost broken, so I'm probably going to have to fix that. I've got it at same material, and I'm just going to grab the stuff that just doesn't belong in here at all. And then I'll have to figure out, now that is actually attached to the one out there. So more scaffolding. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Yeah, all that stuff I can get out. But what I'm going to have to do is say connected material. But from the front, because I don't want to grab that, because that's probably showing from the other side. Oh boy. And actually these middle pieces are completely not needed, so we can just do that. So definitely some chisels and bits grind going on here. I still haven't figured out my interior yet, and this, I am like almost out of time. This has taken me so much time. I'm just working on some finishing touches. I'm pretty happy with how this is looking from the outside. The inside needs a lot of work, but something needs to happen up there though, and I haven't quite figured out yet. I think I need like maybe some cross beams or something, and then maybe hang a lamp or a lantern from up there. But other than that, I'm really happy with this. I need to figure out a path here too. I mean, I could just do regular path blocks, but I want to make sure that I like the way it looks from down here. Yes. And here, because yeah, that's that turned out pretty nice. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised because I took a lot of risks with this build, and it's different than anything I've done before. Like, I started on the interior. I've got spruce for the floor. I think I'm pretty happy with that. I gotta cover up that. But basically the way this thing is going to be laid out. So we've got, this is the main floor. I don't know if I'm going to break it up into rooms or just keep it open. I might just keep it open like this. And then the floor kind of sinks down here with lots of windows to be able to look out and see stuff. I love that feature. The only problem with it is I'm not going to be able to put any like furniture or anything in there because those are, you know, the lower slabs. So we'll see. We'll see how that ends up working out. And then, of course, look at this. Oh, my God, that's beautiful. And we can open the windows and look out. I love that. Oh, my God, look at that. It's just such a beautiful view. Like, I'm so glad I picked this spot for a base. But, like, with through all those windows and everything, it'll look nicer in the summer, too, when everything is greener and not frozen. So the upstairs, I'm planning on having the upstairs be a warehouse, pretty much. Actually, I'll probably have a bedroom maybe on one side, maybe over there. And then the rest of it is all just going to be chests. I'm going to like pack it with chests because we're going to be working with pretty pipes in the next episode. That's one of the reasons I wanted to build this base today so that we could do that next time. And, oh, and here's the backyard. I'm actually planning on moving my garden into the backyard, and I'm going to make like a proper backyard here with like little gardens and such. And I'll probably kind of fix this landscaping over here so that it's, well, at least kind of make it look a little bit more natural. We got all this wildlife in the backyard, squirrels and deer. And there's actually some hostile wolves over here too. I can't remember what they're called. Feral wolves. I might actually try to train those at some point because you can actually train them even though they're called feral wolves, and then they're your friends. Yeah, this looks pretty good from back here too. Oh, I haven't finished. Oops. This, yeah, I think that's the only part that's not finished. I don't know if I mentioned these are decorative, or these are dark oak supports from decorative blocks. I use those down there too. And there. I really like those. They work nicely for a lot of builds, especially medieval and Nordic type builds. Well, I don't really need furniture. I can just sleep on the floor. Look at this. Imagine lying here sleeping and then you wake up and you look out the window and you see that. That would be amazing. Look at that. You can actually see the mountain while you're sleeping. Hooray. All right, we've got a stairs. And I think what I'm going to do is just that. Rather than adding another chisel. Whoops. I think I'm just going to do this. I hope that doesn't squeeze us in too far, though. Are we going to have trouble? Oh, boy. That isn't going to leave us much room, is it? I'm on a quest for some landscaping materials. In particular, I'd like to find some roses or some kind of double high flowers. So I lost my cameraman. My cat knocked over my laptop and broke the charging cable for it. Oh, we can grab some peonies. That might be nice. Oh, and there's some roses there too. All right. So, yeah. So we'll just do a flyover, I guess, when I'm done. Whoa. Oh, weird. Okay. That works. So I'll be ordering a new cable. It should be here in a couple days. But I'm going to have to be really conservative with my battery power. And recording Minecraft is not very conservative of battery power. Oh, there it is off in the distance. Look at that. Nice. Oh, I love it. It stands out. It's different than the other stuff around here, but at the same time it fits. So we have this little cubby here. I thought, nope. I thought it would be nice to have Yeah, a couple of roses kind of stuffed in that corner. Maybe a little variety here. A little poppy. Sure, why not? I'm actually considering keeping the attic dark because I kind of like the way that looks. Like the downstairs is all lit up, but the attic is dark. Or maybe I'll just put a light on one side of the attic or something so that it's dim. Let's do a flyover at night. Night. Oh, you know what? We should take the helicopter so we can hover. We're moving too fast to really get a sense. Oh my god, I love that house. Oh yeah. I'm so glad I have a base now. And next time, actually let me get the helicopter and then we'll talk about next time. Nice. I love the dim lighting inside. All right, let's take the final tour. I added that little flag that we had over here. I just put it up there. I thought that made sense. Because, you know. I've got the platforms in the side. I don't know how I feel about this. I think what I'm eventually going to do is kind of wall this off because I'm probably going to have like pipes running from from upstairs down into the basement because we're going to be setting up pretty pipes. That was one of the reasons I built this. In the next episode, we are going to fill this place up with chests. I'm just going to have a whole bunch of chests in here, as many as I can fit, and also be able to fit the pipes to connect to them. And we'll probably have, I don't know, maybe some storage drawers, maybe down here. Although I have so many windows, it's going to be hard to find a good place. Actually, maybe I'll have those kind of here. Like, we'll just kind of block off this entire area. We'll have pipes run through there, and then we'll just have like a wall of storage drawers right here. Oh no. The roses are poking through. Here's the view of our village. Yeah, I'm so happy to have a base. So happy to not be I'm not going to have to be running back and forth between those buildings anymore, where all my stuff is scattered. I also have some stuff down in the warehouse. Down in the factory. I don't have anything in there. I've just got power generation in there. But yeah, my stuff is just scattered everywhere. So it'll be nice. We'll be able to get everything in one place, and then Pretty Pipes will help us keep it all organized and access it from a single place too, and craft and everything else. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you appreciate the build. Of course, if you do have any suggestions or ideas or comments or questions or anything like that, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this, don't forget to click the like button and join me next time when we play Pretty Pipes. Bye.